Okay, we're good on my end, and I'll email you shortly with the sign-in.
Okay, while we're waiting on that sign in, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll welcome everyone and read the rules. Good afternoon. My name is Allison McKenzie, and I am Chair of the Historic Conservation Board. I would like to take a minute to remind everyone about the rules of this proceeding. This proceeding is at all times governed by the rules of procedure adopted by the board on September 26th, 2011, amended March.
Hey, Allison.
23rd.
You're audible, but barely.
Okay, let me turn up my volume. Is that better?
Much
Perfect.
better.
Great. Okay, amended March 23rd, 2015, last amended March 9th, 2020. A copy of the rules of procedure is available for review online. All those planning to testify today, which does not include those solely making arguments such as attorneys, should stand and take an oath administered by the board's attorney. This is a quasi-judicial hearing. As such, the board reserves the right to deliberate in private. The Ohio Rules of Evidence do not apply to the hearing. However, professional rules of conduct do apply, and candor to the tribunal is required. The board members are citizen volunteers and are not paid for their service. They are treated as public officials under Ohio law. Any attempt to influence them, including but not limited to bribery, intimidation, retaliation, which may include contacting their employer in an attempt to exert influence, is punishable as a crime. All should be aware that this meeting is being recorded. Therefore, please speak clearly into your microphone and state your name and address for the record. In the event of any technical difficulties with the video conferencing technology, I may continue or postpone this hearing at my discretion. All participants providing testimony must have both camera and audio features turned on in order to participate. With that said, let's proceed with the first item. Not seeing Mr. Owen, who is presenting items.
Oh, I will be presenting the items today. Emily
Great.
House, the zoning administrator.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first item today is 213 Woodward Street. The applicant for this case is the drawing department. The property is located in the CCP zoning district, as well as the Over the Rhine Historic District. You can see this is the location of the property. It's at the southeast corner of Woodward Street and Hanover Street. And I'll just note that Hanover Street was formerly Yukon Street, so you may see that name on some of the plans that were submitted with the application. It's located in the Over the Rhine neighborhood. This is the existing condition of the building. It's a two-story non-contributing building, which was constructed in 2021. The infill design was previously approved by the HCB. What they're proposing is all associated with the tenant build out of the property. The first floor vacant ground floor space to an eating and drinking establishment. What is before you is a one-story addition on the rear of the building. This is intended to house a cooler for the new use, as well as some storage. No zoning relief is needed. This is just the COA review. So you can see right now, this is the existing condition on the view from Hanover Street where the small addition is proposed. Here's a site plan showing that location of the addition. It's approximately 150 square feet. It is set back from the street. It will not be visible from the Woodward Street primary elevation, just from the side street. Here's the south elevation of the proposed addition. It is going to be clad in the same fiber cement siding that the rear of the existing previously approved building is clad in. It's proposed in the same color and same dimensions as the siding on that rear elevation that's existing. And here you can see the east elevation. This is what will be visible from Hanover Street. Overall, our finding is that the proposed addition is consistent with the additions section of the design guidelines. It's not going to overpower the original building. It's compatible in character with the original design. The pre-hearing was held on January 18th, 2023, and the applicants were the only members present for that hearing. And we are recommending approval with the condition that the building permit must be issued within 2 years. The COA shall expire. And that approval recommendation is based on 2 findings: that the project substantially conforms with the over the Rhine design guidelines, and that the addition will be visible from the secondary street, but it's not going to overpower the building and it's compatible with the existing structure. So I am happy to answer any questions.
Looks like we do have an applicant and 3 owners with us today. Do any of you wish to say anything further about this project? If so, we'll get you sworn in. No one need to add anything? Okay. Are there any questions from the board for either the applicants or staff? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the certificate of appropriateness as laid out by staff.
Second.
Okay, I will call the roll. Mr. Sunderman,
Aye.
Mr. Zalasko, Ms. Smith Dobbins,
Yes.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Voss,
Aye.
the chair votes aye. Okay, congratulations, and we'll move on to item number 2.
Okay, so item number 2 is 13 East Court Street. The applicant for this case is Robert Strunz. The property is located in the DD Downtown Development Zoning District, as well as the Court Street Historic District. And here you can see this is the location of the subject property. It's on the south side of East Court Street between Vine Street and Walnut Street. This is the existing condition of the building. It's a 4-story Italianate building that was constructed circa 1860. It's bordered by contributing buildings on both sides, both the east and west side. What they're proposing today is a roof deck on the rear portion of the building. And this is part of a broader scope of work, which includes conversion of the upper 3 levels from office to multifamily residential. So there will be 1 unit on each floor. The ground floor is going to be renovated and it will remain commercial in use. There are no existing exterior changes except for the work that's before you today in terms of the roof deck and the stair access. And there is no zoning relief before you today. This is only the certificate of appropriateness review. You can see this is the plan, the roof plan for the proposed roof deck. It's being added atop the existing roof at the rear portion of the building, so as to minimize visibility from Court Street. You can see these are the elevations from Court Street and from the alley. The access enclosure does not exceed the height of the adjacent building. The stair access tower penthouse is the primary addition, as well as the railing. And here you can see a side elevation view. The deck is set back substantially from the Court Street elevation so as to minimize visibility. And the roof line is also higher at the Court Street side, again, helping to minimize the visibility based on the placement. The applicant has provided a sightline study, which shows, again, that the roof deck will not be highly visible from the primary elevation. And staff's evaluation is that the proposed design substantially conforms to the Court Street Historic Conservation Guidelines. There was a pre-hearing on January 18th, 2023, and the owner and the architects attended. We are recommending approval with the condition that the building permits be issued within 2 years of the decision or the certificate of appropriateness shall expire. Our finding in making that recommendation is that the property owner has demonstrated by credible evidence that the proposal substantially conforms to the applicable conservation guidelines. So I'm happy to answer any questions on this.
Okay, it looks like we do have 2 applicants and 2 owners signed up for this. Would any of you like to add anything? If so, we'll get you sworn in. Not hearing anything. So if, does the board have any questions for the applicant, staff, or Ms. Ahaus?
Nope.
If not, I will entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the certificate of appropriateness for 13 East Core Street as laid out by staff.
I'll second that.
Okay, we'll call the roll. Mr. Sunderman?
Aye.
Mr. Zelasco?
Aye.
Ms. Smith Dobbins?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Voss?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. Congratulations. Is there any other business for today?
I do not believe there is.
Okay, I will entertain a motion regarding adjournment then.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See everyone.